spoon. Hey, welcome to the stream. I was having a little bit of a trouble with the chat window and the chat showing up, but anyway, if you can send me a text or chat, I'll chat you up. Talk to you. One or the other. Yeah, I'm not gonna go on an epic run right now. It's just gonna be a short run to up here in the forest. Compressing a video, so it may be a little bit laggy. Go up here to this central anomaly cluster. Got a I think I got a tripod up there. Yeah, probably not there. Isn't.
We've got hostiles.
Well, let's see.
Attacking the target.
Probably got mimics over there. They're gonna bait me in, I just know it. Sure I could clear that, but apparently you can't. Way too quiet out here. Spoon. Hey, welcome to the stream. It's not going to be a terribly long one. But thanks for stopping by. I was trying to get the chat plug-in for VR working, and I think I got it squared away. At least in my testing environment. But You never know. Could have been lying to me. But anyway, hit me up with the chat. I'll talk back. Never seen one of these boxes sitting up like this. That's the first. Yeah, I heard that mimic outside. Just vacuum up all of these med syringes. I can get my grubby little hands on. Is right outside. Yeah, it's time for you to eat a bullet. Yep. It's a great idea, Bubba. Time to bring out this bad boy. Block is awesome. Man, does it chew up some daggone ammo. money. Okay. One over there. That's over there. Okay, I'm back over here. That way last time. There. Go. All right. I believe that is the proverbial it. Ouch. Try something really quick. Yes, it is. Okay. Alright. Chat is working. Got that one. There is me. tripod. It's not down here, so that means it's over in the other area. Damn, I actually took damage for that. Watch doing that. Not holding out much hope, but maybe this chat log is gonna show up in the maybe the stream. OBS, I was trying to get it to capture. Welcome to the stream. Chat me up, I'll talk. Otherwise I'm just gonna babble. And you're gonna get what you get. Up in there. How accurate is the audiobook? I mean, if it's verbatim, then you know, that's like half a step from a Braille translation. You know, like The Lord of the Rings wasn't written in Braille, but I'm sure there's a copy of it available. I mean, if you really want to pick semantics apart, I mean, you didn't really read it, but I mean, you consumed it in some ways, right? Let's bring some pain to these mimics down here. The sun's gonna come up. Let's turn some lights off. gray uniform standing.
Target in sight.
Crap. Ah, damn tree. Yeah, that wasn't creepy at all. Swear I thought there was another one down here. There's a tripod. Did I get a mission on that one? Yep. What the hell was that? Somewheres. where there was a second one that was up here.
Say goodnight.
Didn't even get your line out, Bubba. Say what? Say hello to my little friend. Laundry's done. SKS. nasty SKS that you can't upgrade or do anything with. Nice. Alright, let's go find us some Wi-Fi modules. Fragment over there. Back for you, Bubba. Till next time. I am so glad that CM fixed the bug with the game crashing on the hitting a mimic from long range. So irritating when it would do it. Okay. Down to $1, there's one in that house. And there's one in the other house over there. So... Explodey head ones. Just one of the regular. Alright, let's go find some Wi-Fi. Upstairs this time. It was right there. Base right there. No, there it is. Man, I'm getting hungry. Hey, Cat. I hope you're still here. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Hey, if you're still here, ping me again. Oh, awesome. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I had to dick around with this this live chat thing. But I think I finally got it working. Can you see it? It's like right here on my hand. It's a big window. I don't think it. Okay. Yeah, I still haven't gotten that to work. Hold on a second. Yeah, there's a bunch compared to the first one. Yeah, I think I got them all. Okay, all right, that's cool. That's cool. I just didn't. I was hoping that it would pick it up for the video. I upload these. I record with OBS and upload those videos slightly edited to my YouTube channel. Hold on. I got a pumpkin head moving in. Oh, I got a couple of them. There we go. Yeah, cool. So, yeah. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff different between 2 and 1. A lot to do with upgraded weapons customizations, like these foregrips. These little peachy things. Dang on it. Fly away. The rigs, the chest armors, and the plates you can put in them. Those are cool. I'm running a heavy rig. I swear I heard it. Yeah, I'm running a heavy rig that you can really configure your pockets and your stuff, your mag pouches. It's a pretty neat system. Got some dudes moving in here. Oh, crap. I don't want to shoot him because shit. This is gonna hurt. Yes, the spawns in this game, you've heard of aimbot, you know, like a cheat, an aimbot. Think of the spawns in this game knowing when you're pointing, like when you're ADSing on them, and they'll change directions. You probably saw it happen few minutes ago with that last spawn. They literally know when you're pointing at them, and they will change direction, and they will keep changing direction. So you almost have to be able to point shoot and just lead them and not be ADSing on them, because they seem to know when you're ADSing on them, and they'll actively avoid being shot. It's infuriating. Yeah, you get swarmed by like a couple of them, and it's just pure frustration. I need some heals. Just a second. And I'm gonna need to reload some mags here. A minute. Like 2 mags. I'm gonna find this last Wi-Fi module. Yeah, it's a really cool mechanic. Yeah, they really have the mimics they'll coordinate. The funny thing about mimics, I don't know how you feel about playing in the dark, but up in the outskirts map, we're on a number of different maps. You can actually trick mimics into firing on friendly forces. Like, you can get them to shoot at each other, and it's a hoot. It really is. And they also seem to work together too a little bit better. The AI is definitely sharper. Some of them will. There's a lot more buildings to clear, not just these houses, but up in the outskirts map, there's like apartment buildings, and I can bet you that there's a mimic sitting upstairs guarding this Wi-Fi module. A dime to a dollar. So I got my bullet hose here, and we're gonna creep up here. Yep, there he is. That dude was sitting there waiting on me. He didn't say a word until he saw me. So, yeah, they don't just mindlessly, there he is, and come after you. Some of them will lay an ambush. There's a heavy mimic. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, the one of the bigger changes in this game is apparently there's co-op, where 2 people can run cooperatively on it, which is really neat. I don't know if you notice what I'm doing with my backpack, but all these ammo pouches and holsters and so forth, this isn't a standard loadout. This is just how I have my pack worked up. I carry a lot of ammo because I basically run in a heavy assault rig. But there's tricks to how you run or configure your pack. It's almost like a little exploit, because these ammo cans, I gotta load this one up, but these ammo cans, see, it weighs 83 at the moment, and the more ammo I pull out of it and load into a magazine, the weight of the ammo box, it's down to like 66.5 right now. And I'm running 1178 in my pack, and you would think that if I put this ammo box, it would add to that weight limit of 1200, but the ammo pouches, it doesn't. So I wouldn't be able to see. I can't put this ammo box in my pack, but I can put it in one of the holders. So let me continue to stack mags while I'm babbling. So there are these little tabs. You see how all my meds are stuck on the inside of the box there? The lid of the backpack? Well, they're stuck on these tabs. And the tabs will add 8 to the load of the pack, that 1118. Now they add 8, but you can hang upwards of 50, like a weight of 50 on each of those tabs. Well, there's one can of ammo, it's gone. Put this here. So what I've done is rigged up. I'm running 2, 4, 6 cans of ammo because I tend to go through a lot of ammo. And then everywhere else that I could stick those tabs on my pack, I did. So, like I said, each of them weighs or takes up 8 on the pack, but you can hang 50 on them. So as long as you're putting something that I've dropped a mag somewhere. I've dropped an AK mag somewhere. That sucks. That's why I bring spares. Okay, that's good. So like this artifact here, it weighs 15. So if I put it on a tab on the outside of my pack here, it doesn't add that 15 to my pack. This can here weighs 20. So the more these little tabs you can stick on your pack and the more you can hang on there, the more you can loot goblin out of the radius, just as long as whatever you're putting on those tabs weighs more than 8. Like this toothbrush only weighs like 5, so I'm wasting 3 by putting this here, but it's convenient. Yeah, Probeta Factory. Yeah, that's probably one of the best maps on the first one. Yeah. Run plus P. It's definitely worth it. Yes. The stems, these are immediate, but it's only a little bit. Like a little bit of health, but it's immediate. Blues are a little bit more, but they release on time. And then the green ones are like a full health recharge, but they're most expensive, and you don't tend to find them out in the radius. Yes, the teacups and the spoons and the soap. You saw the toy block and the sugar tin and the lock. Yes, they're you can turn them in for missions. Unfortunately, there's the two that I miss are the neons, the round ones from the first one, to allow you to see in the dark. It's like a night vision thing. I miss those, and then the healing ones, the step ones, and you just get used to knowing where you went. But none of these have any per se special, properties like some of the ones in the first one. So anyway, all the crap that I put on the outside of my pack, I actually gained about 100 worth of capacity and putting more stuff in my pack. So okay, the green ones, yeah, the green ones are essentially Let me turn my light off. Got to push the button and then pull the trigger. The green ones are full health. They're pretty much immediate, and they might be timed, but they're the most health. But you don't tend to find them in blue med boxes. The blue med boxes are like crackers, sometimes food, and syringes, but these are the most valuable. I usually carry 4 of those in my pack and 4 blues, and then I'll find stuff. But getting back to the tabs, I put one tab on my see if I can take this off. Here we go. Okay, so this is my rig, how I have it. The gas mask. It's a distortion field. There's these distortion fields. Do you play on PCVR or Yes, the green ones are strongest and rarest, and well, they're not rare. You can buy them; they're just expensive. Okay, standalone. Yeah, I have the ITR2 on standalone and PCVR. This is PCVR that I'm playing right now. You can do all the rig configuration. This is just how I have mine right now, but the standalone doesn't have the Pachorsk outskirts right now. It's a little bit sparser on stuff like brush and trees and so forth. The textures are a little bit lower quality, but it's still a lot of fun. But you can do all this rig configuration. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you can place all this stuff how you want it. I was going to show you. Yeah, this is the plate, and this is a plate carrier, so you actually have armor in this game. I'm running the heavy rig with the top plate, and this helmet is a Safara. It's a Russian Safara helmet. So that number, well, it says 5 right now because I took my rig off, but I'll put it back on, and it goes up to 12. That's why I can get into some pretty gnarly shootouts. Is I'm actually wearing armor, which I don't think the first one did all that well. I mean, there was a vest, rig, and a helmet, but I'll head back to the facility because I'm done with my missions, except for the ones I got to go to the outskirts, and it's getting late on my side. It's almost 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's definitely, there's the one thing that turned me on about Into the Radius is the planning aspect. Like, how much food are you gonna take, and how many meds, and how much can your pack carry, and what route am I gonna do? Like I said, I post a lot of these streams up on my YouTube channel, and I don't do any kind of edits to them. The only thing that I edit is just the transition screens and when I go from one map to another. But you'll see in there, I'll look at the map and go, okay, I want to go here and then go around here, and then plan out the routes. And then you've got to carry enough ammo, enough food, and meds and so forth. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, the facility is I'll head off over there. I'll probably take maybe a shortcut. Maybe I'll just run. I don't know. Yeah, the facility is a lot more modern. We'll get over there in a minute. It won't take but a minute. Yeah, there's a lot of lore to this game. Like, you'll see in the facility over here. And there's also a video that I watched that was explaining the theory that the reason why you don't see other people is that your character is the top tier iteration of the mimics. Like, it starts off with the Pecho, the little spaghetti monsters, the spawns, and then after the spawns in the first one, there were the fragments, the broken, people that you shoot and the orb comes out, and then there was the thing that would chase you down. It would run and shoot that ray out of its face, and then you had the policemen, and then you had the soldiers, and then you had the special forces soldiers, and it worked its way up to the sliders, the guys with the halos, and then after that there's you. You're like the ultimate mimic, basically, and there's a number of little hints as to why that theory is plausible, and there's some in this game too. Crap. Like when you turn in missions, it says, "For all of humanity, thank you for your service." So if you're human, why would all of humanity thank you for your service? That just doesn't seem logical. I'll save that for later. Yeah, there's some artifacts up in there, but yeah, I know. I was actually, my mom. I'm an old dude. I'm like 56. But my mom enjoys watching. Well, at the time, I would cast the standalone ITR1 or ITR2 to her iPad, and she enjoyed watching this game. She's pretty sharp. But I'd never finished ITR1, and I played through that last map in the fortress, and got to the last part, and she was almost disturbed because I don't know. Have you played all the way through it? Have you gotten to that point in ITR1? I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, all three endings is yes, there are three endings, but when you're playing through it, the radius entity only gives you two options. You know, shoot Katya, and this happens, or kill the radius entity, and then this happens. And I turned the gun on myself and pulled the trigger, and my mom was like, "What just happened?" And I said, "I took the third option." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, every time you die in the game, you respawn back at the facility. You're a mimic." And it just blew her mind. She was just like, "Wow." So anyway, yeah, this is the facility. I meant to show that to you. It's there's a no man's land that stretches out through there, and there's mines over in there. You can't go that way, and you can't go that way, and the big wall with the watchtowers just goes out both ways. And the other interesting thing is, see how there's no barbed wire out here? But if you go inside, all the way around, there's electrified barbed wire all the way around, and then there's more towers back there. This whole thing is set up to keep you in here and send you out there to get stuff. So it's kind of depressing in a way. But anyway, this is the area that you yeah, exactly. This is the mission bay command center. There's dudes upstairs, but they never come down here, and there's no way to get up there. This is my little rack of stuff. You know, all the anomalous objects, and then the different inert ones. So when you get this game, you'll be tempted to, you know, bring this stuff back. You can sell all of this, but it's better to stash it away and not sell them. It's an easy trap to get into, because then you'll start picking up missions where, like an artifact retrieval. This you can sell for like 1,500 right now, but if there's one mission where this is the only thing you have to get, and the mission's worth 2,100 plus leveling up points, basically. So right out the gate, I would just recommend stashing enough of these. Like, I try to keep 6 or 7 of each kind. This is the second round of this one particular tide, so I'm kind of stocked up on these at the moment. But I'm out of locks and I'm out of spoons. But anyway, when I get to this point, when I come back, if I've got those, I usually sell the surplus and not just keep stashing them. Yeah, so let's turn in these wipers. Man, brought back a lot of stuff. Oh, come on. There we go. There's the other one. So, I had to retrieve 2 of those. And you get money, and then you get these security points. And you have to, like, get 8 to go to run a special mission to level up, and then it's 40 or something like that. You might have to get 40, which might be 8 missions to level up, and then you have to get... Anyway, I've been playing this playthrough for quite a while. So anyway, let's... Alright, cup cannon. Cup. Can. And lock. Okay, then that last one is up in the outskirts, which I don't have. Alright, I've got some of those. Item search, wrench, soap, so forth. I'm just going to accept these. Usually it takes me about a half an hour to go through all the missions until I'm completely out of crap. So anyway, I'll save that for next time. But yeah, when it gets to this point, you can sit here and pick up missions and turn them in, and pick up more missions and turn them in with the stuff that you get off of like one good first or second run through on a tide. Once you get to know where stuff is, and just like I said, knowing how to run your pack, where you can just bring a ludicrous amount of stuff out. You can sit here and make 20 or 30,000 security credits or supply credits, and that's how I end up buying so much ammo. I'll come back, I'll run through all the ammo in the rifle boxes. Yeah. It's definitely a cool lore, really neat game. I'll show you the barracks over here real quick. So this is your main barracks, and you've got these mannequins and backpack stands, of course racks. This is where I do all my ammo work, and these are guns that I've gone through, and cleaning bench. You've got these neat weapons racks here. That was a stashed AK that I brought back. Stashed weapons are like this SKS. They're usually hobbled in some way. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's when you first start playing it, it doesn't really occur, but all these little hints everywhere. Yeah, I tend to find a lot of stems. Yeah. Let me put these away quick. Yeah. Alright. So anyway, you got these cool pegboards. I don't know if you did this in the old game, but if you took your tablet and you took a weapon and you held it up and then you balance that, like for a certain time it would lock in. Well, they built that into this game just automatically, but yeah, I used to hang stuff on the walls like that. Take the Spetsnaz knife and hold it up to the wall, and then take your gun and hold it there, and then it would lock in, and then you could remove it. It was like stuck to the wall. Well, they built those into this game natively. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I do. I find so many of the reds and blues that I don't tend to use them. The greens over here I bought, and I don't tend to use those but in emergencies. But yeah, I always seem to come out with more than I went in with. This is the bed. There's safe houses out there. They just added this little Peko. There's supposedly some more. There's 2 or 3 more out in the radius in safe houses. But it was a couple of thank yous, like this certificate, this under construction coffee mug. They just added that. Yeah, there's more racks, more mannequins for hanging your rigs and stuff on, helmets and backpacks. This is the medical shower thing. Yay. And then you can go over here to, this is the armory. I really haven't stocked it all up. It's pretty bare at the moment, but, racks and walls, and got a couple of guns over there, and then more cleaning benches. So supposedly they changed this. It's supposed to be a shooting range, but in the last update they changed it to UNPSC facility, so I don't know if they're going to have a shooting range anytime soon. And then this is supposed to be some kind of in development research facility thing where I don't know what they're going to do with it, but it was supposed to be for like a laboratory. Don't know what's going in there. Yeah, the Spetsnaz knife, you're probably going to end up finding a whole bunch of those. I've got a whole bunch in my playthrough. So yeah, you'll find more of those. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a little happy thing to put in your living space. Alright, so this is the shop. This is where you can come and sell items. Like I said, I'll sell extra stuff, except for pins apparently. But yeah, this is the selling thing. And then back here you've got the shop. So you've got food and candy bars and crackers and smokes. Don't recommend smoking. And then the different EpiPens. And then in here, they haven't fleshed all of it out yet. They got the 7.62x54, the SVDs. And then you've got the Venturas and the Val and the Graza. I don't really run these weapons because they're low cap mags. Then you got the 7.62x39, the AK-47s, and the SKSs, the upgraded one and the standard one, and then some optics and rails. There's the AK-74s. This is the gun I'm running right now. It's got a suppressor on it, and some optics, and these mags are the only ones that I run, and they're like, I had to go all the way to level 4 before I could buy those. But but those are the mags I run. These guys. So, and then you've got rail attachments and optics for that. Here's the 5.56 stuff, the G36. I don't really run those rifles or the M4s because you're limited to 30 rounds, which 30 rounds is okay, but I prefer 45. And the damage potential between the two really is, I mean, 6 one, half dozen the other. So I tend to run the 74. And over here we have the Russian stuff. One of the coolest early game weapons is this Bison. It has a 64 round drum magazine and rails, and you can put a suppressor on it. It's over there. Yeah, you put one of these suppressors on it, and then this rail attachment here, and then put one of these hand grips on it. And I know it's expensive, but this is well worth it. That and the sight magnification unit I don't use all the time, but it is really super helpful. And then let's see, get jiggy with it. Not that one. That one. And a weapon light, like so. And this right here is a really good early game weapon. Yeah, chocolate bars. Yeah, you get 2 bites out of it, but it definitely it's like 2/3 of your stamina bar. It'll fill up chocolate things. Yeah, this right here is the best early game weapon, right there. So you can flip these over so that you have the straight optics. That's what I tend to run most of the time, and then flip up the boosted magnification when need be. So that's a really good weapon right there. Yeah. So then you have the different rigs. You've got this is just a load bearing rig. This is a light plate carrier, and then this is the heavy plate carrier. Now, one thing I will say is I'm running custom skin mods. So the weapons, I'm running a mod to make the weapons look better. They don't come out of the box like this, and also the camo of the different camos are custom. I got them off of Nexus mods. But anyway, you've got the light plate carriers and the heavy plate carriers, and then just your normal non-armored rigs, and then different helmets. These helmets you put lights on. The Safira as well. These guys, that's what I'm running. They've got they're high armor, but they're low durability, so they wear out from time with use. So, and then the different backpacks, the small one you start off with, and then the bigger one, and you can. This is what they look like off the shelf, and you can add like these ammo boxes. You can place them on there and customize them. So and that's what I've done with my backpack. It started off like this and ended up like this. So then you've got pistol mags. These are those little tabs I was telling you about. They weigh 8, but they'll hold 50. So the more of these you can put on, the better. Shotgun things to put shotgun shells in. This is the anti-distortion mask. Oh, I didn't finish the tour over here. These are the 9x19s. This is the Glock that I tend to run. This guy, except it's got one of those and one of those, and a light, and the long mags. This thing will just chew through a magazine. Don't want to buy that. On full auto, it'll blow through that 30 round mag in about a second. Well, you saw it. So the shotguns, you can buy the little shorties. You can buy those, or the long ones. The Saigas are a really good option because you can run these 8 round mags. Yeah, some of them they do. This got a foregrip. I used to run foregrip, and then that sight rail with a red dot on it. So that's the shotgun, and then all the attachments that you can put. The foregrips, that's for recoil control. Also, yeah, it just helps different sights. So hopefully they're gonna have stuff that goes in these bays at some point, along with this bay, because where's the SCAR and the 7.62x51? I don't know. Helmets. Just about all of the helmets in here can run lights. Yeah. This fast helmet, it's got 2 rails. You can put 2 lights on that one. The Safira, that's where this light comes from. You can put a light on that one. This normal helmet here, I think you can put a light on that one too. Yeah, you can put a light on that one too, and that's literally all the helmets that are available right now. Yeah, that's a Safira, that's a fast. Now, one thing people were wondering is there going to be night vision for the fast helmet, because it's got this night vision mount. That would be interesting. Let's see, flip sights are 6 kilograms. Yeah. The Glock is stronger in the fact that you can put the 33 round mag in it, and you can run it full auto. I use it. I mean, I have used it in a mid-range gunfight, and it's very capable. But most of the time, I'm using it for building clearing, just because you can snake it around stuff, and it's much handier than your full rifle. But as far as damage, it's the same damage. I mean, it's like 30 damage for 9x19. So I think the Beretta is the same. So yeah, I'm surprised that they're still calling ITR1 early access, because I mean, they're not even developing it on it anymore. I'm really surprised that they fixed scopes. Are you running a Quest 2 or a 3 or 3S? Because if you're running on a 2, then you probably did not experience the broken scopes. I originally had a 2, and then when I got a 3, Quest 2. There was a hardware change in the way things were done on the Quest 3 that broke all the scopes, like 4 power, the sniper scope, the spotting scope, all the scopes. You'd look through them and it was just black. It just completely broke scopes, and a lot of people had a fit over it. And okay, yeah, a lot of people had a fit over it because they sold their Quest 2s when they got the Quest 3, and suddenly scopes were busted, like hard busted for them, me included. And CM was like, well, we're really developing for the ITR 2, and we don't have plans to go circle back and fix it, maybe at the end of summer. And then just a couple weeks ago, out of the clear blue, they pushed an update out. I saw an update for ITR 1, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And updated on my Quest 3, and scopes were working, and I was just like, oh, that is so awesome. So that's when I said I was playing through to the end, and my mom was I was streaming to her iPad. That's why I was playing on my Quest 3, and got to finish it. So, but yeah, the first game is a real treat. I mean, it's a cool game. Yeah, my best friend, he's more of a Call of Duty, action-packed, run and gun type of gamer, and he's watched me play this, but it's really not his cup of tea. He doesn't have the patience for it. He's not patient. Yeah. Well, VR is very immersive. I enjoyed the Quest 2. The big thing that moved me up to the Quest 3 was the pancake lenses and the clarity. It just, everything looks better. And like I said, I'm old. My eyes suck. I had to put corrective lens inserts into my Quest here, so I wouldn't have to wear glasses while I was playing, because it was hurting my nose and so forth. But yeah, I gotta save real quick. Yeah. I didn't know that. So they... Oh, okay. Well, buddy, it's about 20 after 1 where I'm at. Not sure what time zone you're in, but I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. And but I'm all about the streaming, so I want to say thanks for following me. And yeah, I'm EST, so you're in Central. Okay. So yeah, man, I really appreciate the follow and chatting. Other than my best friend the other day getting on when apparently I had it working, and I'm glad you came back, because I didn't know that you were posting chats until I was going through the stream manager, and I was like, oh, I got a follower, and I clicked on your name, and said there was like 3 messages, and I was like, oh shit. So I clicked on those, and I was like, oh man, I never even saw that. So anyway, yeah, well, I really appreciate it, man. And like I said, I tend to stream these just for myself, and I mean, if people Zoron Fox, is that somebody else? Well, at any rate, yeah, hit me up. Hopefully, this chat thing will keep working, and hey, Zoran, welcome to the stream. Anyway, yeah, we just got done, and I gotta head off to get some sleep, but hell yeah, yeah. Well, guys, Zoran, sorry, man, I'm bailing on the stream. Cat. Oh, it does that from time to time. So, at any rate, hit me up. I'll probably be on later this week, and I'll talk to you later, man. Oh, yeah, I gotta bail, guys. It's going on 1:30, and I gotta get to bed. But yeah, hit me up next time. During the week, I'm on usually in the evenings. So cool. Thanks again, Kat, and we'll see you, Zoran. Man, try me back. Probably in the evenings. I'm on Eastern, so yeah. Sorry about that. We just got back, but cool. Y'all take care now.